So I have these extra large disposable underpads, and I'm actually gonna stress test them in the 3 places that you'll most likely use them: on the floor, on the couch, and on the bed as well too. And I'm gonna dump a whole lot of water in it, and we're actually gonna put a napkin underneath live to see how much it absorbs. And just to go a little overboard with it, I'm actually gonna flip them upside down to see how much it locks in as well too. All right, so we got our mat here. Underneath, we got our test paper towel there. And I have 2 cups of water. So let's start off with 1 cup and let's just see what happens. So that's 2 cups. Let's give this a few seconds just to see how it actually absorbs, because sometimes things work great right away, but then you give it a little bit of time and it doesn't work that great. I can already see the imprint of the napkin that's underneath, so we're just gonna give it a few more seconds just to see how this works. All right, I think this is okay. Let's take a look. Hopefully it worked out. Oh, completely dry. Let me show you guys. Wow, okay. Hopefully you guys can see this. Completely dry, nothing on. All right. So underneath, the plastic feels nice and soft. Doesn't feel like it's gonna ruin your floors or anything like that. And I wonder if we could have gotten away with more, but before we do that, let me go ahead and do my kind of upside down test. I'm gonna stand this up to see if it leaks. Yeah, no movement. Let me put this back down. I need to feel it on top. So obviously you can feel the moisture on top, but I think if you know what I'll do? I'll fold this in half, and then that way one side will be upside down. There we go. Let's see if anything leaks. Shaking it, shaking it. I mean, nothing. It holds up. All right, hopefully you guys can see me. So I have it on the couch. I already have the napkin underneath. You'll see the imprint, and I'm actually gonna up the ante a little bit because the first test went so well, where I spread it out. I'm actually just gonna pour it into one area. I wanna see how well this works. Maybe it goes south, maybe it doesn't. Let's find out. Okay, let's give it a second. Okay, so I let this hang for about 30 seconds or so. I see a little bit of separation here on the material, but let's see what effect that this has on the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna fold it and check the paper towel underneath. Wow, interesting. Completely dry. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a closer look so you know what I'm talking about. So you can see that little, I don't know, let's call it abrasion or separation. Even though it's separated, oh, it's still underneath. Okay, so whatever layer is underneath here, it just moved outwards, and as you can see, it just spread around. Again, 2 cups, but if you flip it, completely freaking dry. That's awesome. All right, bed test. One more. It's probably academic at this point, but let's try it out. All right, gonna give it a second, let it set. I'm gonna go put this away. I'll be right back. And we're back. Let's do the flip test. Completely dry. Amazing. So these pads, they work well. I think these are for someone who, if you have I'm not even gonna say puppy. I think if you have a huge dog, this is gonna work out well. If you have kids that maybe they pee in the bed, I'm a parent, we've all been through it, it happens. If you have an elderly one that you're taking care of, I think this is a no-brainer, because then you can set this anywhere, underneath their wheelchair, on their seat, on their favorite couch. They don't have to change up their lifestyle just because of things like that happening. So overall, you saw the test, you saw the results. I don't really have any cons. What can I say?